All right, hello, good day. My name is Dr. Brett Zemba, Atlas Orthogonal Chiropractor in Louisville, Kentucky. I practice at Louisville Spinal Care. This is Drucilla. She's been under care since April 30th of this year. I think she has a really good story to share. So here she is.
My story to share begins with something actually we were discussing in the office last week after my last treatment. And if I have a story that will maybe keep one person from saying what I had to say at that point, I will feel like this has been, a time well served. I have been under care for, like I say, approximately 3 weeks. I have had long-term arthritis. I've had multiple surgeries, auto accidents, just, the hazards of and growing older at this point. And I had gotten to the point that I just accepted that this is part of being nearly 70 years old, that I was going to have pain and I was going to continue to have pain, and that was just a lot. I learned to live with it. I had a friend that had been under care here and her family for, I think, years, and she had encouraged me off and on, why don't you go try it? Why don't you go try it? I've tried chiropractic before, but not this technique. And being a reader, I read up on it, read up on Dr. Zemba and his partners and what the practice was, and I thought, well, that makes sense. I like that. So, but I never made time for it. And so, like I say, my friend kept encouraging me. I had recently gotten quite depressed over the winter time because I was like, my quality of life is just down the tube. And like I said, I was just learning to accept it. And then about 3 weeks ago, I woke up. I couldn't raise my arm anymore. I couldn't turn my neck. I hadn't got a good night's sleep in months. And so I called and I was able to be worked in the next day, thank heavens. And I came in, like I say, not thinking it was my last chance, but hoping that some type of a new way to look at things, would be beneficial. And so I had my first treatment and went home the next day, came back 2 days later, and I was like, oh my gosh. When he asked me how I felt, I was like, is it okay to say that I feel like a 99% better? And that is how I felt. It is truly what I would say was life-changing, and I don't pass out kudos easily, anybody that knows me. So I can only stand behind, what I believe. And so over the weeks, actually I didn't even require an adjustment that day because everything, was doing well. But I got up of a morning at this point on, and I was able to do my own housework. I was able to drive. I was able to cook and things to a point that I had not been able to do previously to this. So I came back as the doctor directed, for these 3 weeks. And then on my visit last week, which is actually what, became preemptive to this, is I just looked at him and I was starting to tear up, like I'm starting to tear up now just a little bit. And I realized that because I had accepted that this was just going to be my lot in life, that I didn't want anybody else to be able to say, I wish I had gone ahead and come when I should have. I wish I hadn't waited till it was like, oh my gosh, there is no other choice. Because in just this short period of time, my friends have noticed. They've noticed me being able to do things. They're not having to go around treating me like I'm a China doll that's going to break and everything like that. And I'm able to participate fully in life again. Yes, has everything been a complete, it's been absolutely fantastic? No, of course, just as with anything, my body took a long time to get this way. It isn't going to happen overnight, but I have had what I would call truly just miraculous, as far as I'm concerned, results. And I am very, very blessed. And I just really wanted to share my story. And like I said, if it just touches even one person to the point that they don't put off coming in here, feel comfortable doing it. And I just hope that you're blessed with the same results. And thank you, sir.
All right, well, I appreciate you sharing the story. I know it's not easy to get in front of a camera or a phone here, but like you said, hopefully someone, if this story if this story makes you think of someone, just share it with them. They'll watch it. The cool thing about what we do is it's gentle. In fact, you don't even feel it until you feel the benefits of it. And we always say to new patients, within 1 to 3 visits, you should know that you're in the right place or not. So not in 1 to 3 months, not in 1 to 3 weeks, but literally in 1 to 3 visits, you should know you're doing the right thing. And in Drucilla's case, it was. So even if you've tried a lot of other procedures, physical therapy, even other types of chiropractic, it's always worth a chance to find out. So